I had to cut you off. Hello.
That's okay.
Shannon.
I feel cut off right at the knees.
Mr. Hostman Shannon. The hostess with the mostest.
The hostess with the mostest.
Yeah, the mostest.
Mostest. Something weird. I don't know what. How's everybody doing tonight? I've said welcome to a lot of people, but I see Carol coming in and Brown Sugar. What's up, guys? Legs. Malcolm, Hiram, starting to pour in, and
Malcolm's coins are there. I see Malcolm's coins. He watches a ton of my videos.
Awesome.
Yes. Malcolm's good people.
Well, hopefully everybody that comes to us watches your videos.
Well, and hopefully vice versa now. It's I'm watching it. It actually my video is just processing now with the plug for you guys.
Nice.
Awesome. What's up, Nico? Nico Suave.
I believe is that teacher that goes to the...
That is teacher that goes to the show. Mm-hmm.
Well, I believe I saw him at in Chicago.
Did he have his doggy?
What's up,
it
teacher?
Wasn't him. There was another guy.
He didn't have a golden retriever with him. It wasn't teacher.
Nah, it wasn't him. It was somebody else. It's another guy that goes to the Tulsa show.
Well, there's lots of people that go to the Tulsa show, and hopefully they will be there this year so that we can meet them.
Yes.
What's up, Eric? Welcome.
When is the Tulsa show?
The 13th through the 15th
of
June.
July.
June. Yes. June.
Did you just say July, Adam?
No, I didn't say that.
I didn't say July.
Oh, I thought you said July.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh.
I'll try and make that. I'm actually just getting back from a vacation.
It was Coins Making Sense. That's
it was Kevin.
Kevin, right?
Yes, Kevin.
What's up, Nikki? Shh, we don't talk about him.
Southern Coin Hunter just got a notification on the new Island Coin video. Yeah, you'll like that one. You'll like that one a lot.
Those are fun. Blaine's been doing. Blaine, this is the second one.
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah.
The Coin Post Circus.
I want to see you doing Facebook posts.
Oh, why? Oh, for Facebook?
Because they're hysterical.
Oh, yeah. I looked today to see if I could find some of those, and the problem was I obviously have to black out all the names because I just don't want all the names out there and stuff like that. But man, I'll tell you, if you guys see any, snapshot them and send them to my phone so that I can actually put them in a video because I want to do a Facebook one, the Facebook edition.
Now it doesn't have to just be sales ones, right? It can be just knuckleheads.
Yeah. Just stupid posts. People that shouldn't.
I see those multiple times a day.
Yeah. No, please, by all means, send me them.
So you guys in chat, be on your best behavior. You might show up and want to play these videos.
Wow.
Now our viewers would never. We have the smartest people in all of YouTube, coin world, whatever.
That is true. We do.
Oh, Brown Sugar said hello. Hello, Brown Sugar.
What's up, Stephen
She's
Scott?
amazing.
Doug Risa, welcome.
We have about another week or so, Brown Sugar. We have another coin club meeting on the 15th. Don't forget.
I think I put that in my phone this time, didn't I?
I hope so.
We talked about it.
Yeah, hopefully Matt put it in his too.
I missed the last one.
We do, Stephen Scott. We have the best. You guys are the best.
Amanda, I want your chair that you're sitting in. It looks really comfortable.
Me too. I broke my desk chair, so I'm sitting on a little stool with no back, no arms. It's just a little stool.
All right. So what do we got going on tonight?
Okay. Well, Shannon?
We got a whole list of great coins we're going to go through, I guess. I don't know what we ended up with. But...
You want me to talk about Central States a little bit before?
Yeah, if you want to.
I do. You and Blaine can both talk about Central States because you were both there.
Well, Joey K was asking. It was a great show. Started off with me winning a bunch of money at the casino the night
A
before.
bunch.
Yeah, $5,000.
Hey, Eric, thanks for coming. Don't leave.
And then found all kinds of stuff with the show. Lots of cool varieties, and ran into a bunch of really cool people. It's funny because Blaine brought up the 42D over horizontal D. Well, the guy that has the top pop was sitting next to me, showed it to me, a 66 full steps.
Wow.
And it's like a $13,000 coin.
And you're talking about the nickel, right?
Yeah.
For the
audience. The one I had was a 60, wound up going just 64. It didn't have full steps, but it was
full steps, I guess, is very tough. It was 6 full steps too. It was NGC graded 6 full steps.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So very very valuable variety, but it was kind of interesting to get in a conversation with him because we were talking about all of our top pop varieties and stuff that we found. And
yeah,
it was a rather interesting conversation.
Yeah, I had a great time at the show. It was incredible. I got to see some really nice coins. I've got a couple on my watch list that are some pretty high dollar coins that I'm looking at picking up, and they're just, that's the nice part about going to a big show like that, is that the one thing compared to little shows, don't get me wrong, little shows are fun, but the big shows definitely make up for not having a large amount of variety at some of the smaller shows. Some of the smaller shows, it's just kind of same stuff, table to table to table, and you get to listen to small time guys. But here, there were some really big guys in the market, and it's nice to get a chance to obviously see, the Penny Lady,
Charmy.
Yep.
I cherry picked some stuff off of her.
Yeah.
You did?
I sure did. Some Lincoln scent varieties that she knows. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, Charmy. I saw her early in the show, before the show actually opened, and was talking to her about the double dyes, the class 3 double dyes, and showed her a copy of the book. And then I showed her the 1910 with the reverse of 09.
Mm-hmm.
And she looked at it and said, "Oh, wow." She said, "I didn't know they were actually putting that in a holder now." And I said, "Yep, the NGC." And so she was really intrigued, and her and Sean got along quite a bit throughout the show, and he was showing her some stuff. But the one thing I will say about big shows is, sometimes with the big shows, there are a couple of dealers there that also have the big egos that go along with them, and I ran into that twice actually. And
that is a common thing in our hobby.
it is. It very much is, and it's unfortunate, but
I avoid those people.
And so do I. I mean, and you can pick them out right away.
You can pick them out right away, and I want nothing to do with them. So I hang around with people like Matt and Mike and Eric Byer and different, lots of people. I mean, people. I don't like the snobbies.
Well, the one interesting thing about going to a big coin show, if you have not been, all the people that are in the comments in the chat right now, if you haven't been to a big coin show, the one thing I can tell you is there is an immense amount of etiquette that goes along with going to a big coin show, from how you are in front of a dealer's table to just what you feel you should offer for things and stuff like that. So pay attention to the etiquette. It's important. It's really important. And some dealers will literally shut you off if your etiquette is not where it's supposed to be. It's unfortunate, but it happens.
I know of a couple instances that happened at the show. There was a guy that was opening up the dealer's case to pull out some currency, did not ask permission. The dealer was on the other side of the table, way at the other end. Saw him do it. He yelled across the room. You could hear it. There was commotion. He ran back over. He said, "I want this guy out of here." The police escorted him out of the building. So, on that point right there, yes, etiquette is very important. And
we've talked about it on the show before. So
I did a video about coin show etiquette just not that long ago, a couple of months ago, because it's really important, and people don't understand that there are things you just don't do at a coin
always
show.
Ask for permission.
Always.
Don't one of the if the dealer gives you a price, don't keep trying to whittle them down. Like there was one at Morton Grove, the guy was trying to get. He wanted a dime for $3. He was asking $5 for it. He said, "Well, I'll do 4." The dealer's like, "I'll do 4." He's like, "Can you do 3?" He goes, "You could get the F out of here," kind of thing. So
that's just wrong. I mean, you gotta have respect. I mean, put yourself in the dealer's shoes at the same time, and dealing with a person like you, if that's what you're trying to do. And that's the best way I can say it, is just be polite, be nice, be respectful, and whatever you do, don't step on somebody's toes and think that they're going to give you a deal. It's just not going to happen.
Yep.
Well, they go there with the, thought in mind that they're going to make some money. So,
Yeah.
Well, that's what they're there for. They're there to make money.
Some people, that's their only income too.
And there are a lot of rude dealers too. So if you come across those, just walk away and find a different dealer. I mean, you don't have to.
And you can't even get to all the dealers.
Yeah, you don't have to be treated poorly either. So as much as there's etiquette in a way to treat the dealers, you also need to expect to have a little respect given back to you too, because you are their bread and butter. So
I completely agree.
We tell people all the time, if you spend a lot of time at a dealer's table, don't walk away without buying something, even if it's just $5 or whatever. Buy something, because their time is worth something too.
Well, you're taking
most dealers are very happy to, if they're not like dealing with another customer, they're very happy to spend time, answer your questions, but understand that if it's busy and they're dealing with other customers, expect to wait your turn.
Yeah. And you have to.
Don't be scared. I mean, I know it sounds like that. All of this sounds intimidating, but it can be. But don't just go and have fun. Watch what other people are doing. It's not. It's not that big of a deal. You'll do fine.
All right. Well, what do we got to answer for questions?
Well, we have a lot. We have a lot of coins to look at tonight.
Well,
I think.
Let's do that. Let's get to that.
Well, I wanted to talk about first the if you guys aren't members of the American Numismatic Association, you need to join. And we had a kiddo, Cadence, I think was his name, in our Facebook group that has started coin collecting with his grandpa. So if Cadence and his grandpa are watching, please shoot us an email, because we would like to sponsor a membership for your kiddo. And also Kanaka'ole, if you guys are not members of Kanaka'ole, you probably should check it out. And if you join either group, mention that the Live Coin Q&A sent you. We would appreciate that.
Yeah, it always helps.
Yeah. And other than that, that's all I got. So let's get to the coins. And if you guys have questions in chat, if you have questions, this is your first time here, if you have a question about a coin we're looking at, please try to tag us. Just put at LiveCoin Q&A or at Shannon Smith, one of the people in blue in the chat, and that'll highlight our name. Otherwise, please wait till the end after we're done looking at all of the coins to ask your questions. Otherwise, they get lost in the chat. So,
and if you have questions about your specific coin or currency piece, I put the email into the chat for you. Take good pictures of both the obverse and the reverse, and any close-ups of whatever you're looking at that might be in question.
And remember, since you got me in here now for occasionally, People can send in questions about rolls too. So
Yeah, sometimes we get
that's
questions about that as well.
my strong suit there.
Yes, Beachside. He did find an 83 DDR. He sure did. Yep, that was him. His grandpa's name is Leo, I think. So he sure did.
That's awesome.
So, all right, here we go.
Intro?
Live coin Q. Oh, shoot. Thank you. I'm still not used to that. I'm sorry. Okay. There, that's better.
Yay!
Welcome to the live coin Q&A for May 6, 2024. And Blaine, you get the
Star
first
Wars
one.
Day, by the way.
I know.
I get the first one.
You do.
Oh, good. I like
We
this.
go bottoms up.
That's all. That put me on the bottom. I now I know where I belong. Right on the bottom. I got it. Paula stuck me down there.
I did.
Paula's favorite 1964 Lincoln FS 801 from
Sure.
Dirty Water Coins and Collectibles. Hello, panel. I hope your evening is going great. I was going through $15 of customer wrapped Lincoln cents. On roll 15, I came across a bucket lister of mine, the 1964 FS 801 Lincoln cent. Oddly enough, I was watching a video about a month ago where Sean purchased a $50 bag of cents off eBay, and he found one of these. Then a few weeks ago, I was tempted to purchase an MS 64 or 65. Continued. I held out because I didn't want to spend the money. Fast forward to tonight, April 17th, 2024. Ta-da! This is not even close to the grades, but it only cost me 1 cent. Those are the best finds.
Hi, David.
Hey, David.
Hey, look at that.
This is indeed my favorite.
Wow.
But wait, there's more. There it is.
There it is.
Wow.
I love that split on those S's.
Yeah, we were looking at, was it I think a 66 quarter DDR? I think it was the 1966 that had like the same splits on the S's. It was crazy.
That's cool. What a nice rotated hub there.
It's beautiful.
Oh, look at the Pluribus. There you go. It's unfortunate that this is worn. Yes, you can see it, but I can only imagine how cool that is in an actual BU example.
It's fantastic. Early die state. It's, yeah.
That's cool.
But it's beautiful just like this, too.
Oh, definitely. No doubt. I mean, I'll with all of the coins that I've gone through and all of the Lincoln cents I've gone through, I've never run across one. So you got one up on me. There's no doubt about that.
It's funny because I bought one from Frank, Coin Dragon. And like a week later, I found one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Be right back, guys. Hold on.
Nice.
No worries. Congratulations, Dirty Water.
Congrats,
2015 Lincoln cents from Dirty Water Coins and Collectibles. A few weeks ago, Paula asked if anyone has found one of the Lincoln cent DDRs. Tonight, April 17, 2024, I hunted $15 in customer wrapped Lincoln cents and came across this beautiful variety. You'll notice the extra thickness on JFM and United States of America. There is also NQ stubbling that can be seen on the E. On E pluribus unum. Paula, I hope this is everything you've been looking for. Panel, thank you for always being available to us. You're all appreciated.
Thanks, Dirty Water.
It's everything I always wanted. Everything I always dreamed about. There it is.
Here it is.
Hey, I think that there's a 2024 with a nice DDR, kind of similar to this one that was found. Yeah, that's nice.
Man, he finds a lot of stuff.
He does.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, he finds some good stuff.
Is it everything you expected and more?
It is. It is. I've seen these. I've seen them listed. I haven't seen them in purpose. Yeah. There, Matthew. Kenny McClure. Yeah, I saw that on the initials. I saw that. I've seen these listed on the doubling on the thickness on these. But this is what I think this is what intrigues me the most. So this is incused doubling. This is what true incused doubling looks like. And you'll notice how skinny E pluribus is and kind of wavy looking in spots. That is true incused doubling. It's the opposite of what you just saw in the letters of America there, how that's like really thick, plump. This gets skinny as opposed to, so just think of when it's an incused device on the coin, the doubling will be the opposite of what you'll see on a raised device. Hey, Chief.
It kind of makes sense that the opposite, as in incused versus in relief, and then any outie,
Well, because an incused device on the coin is raised on the die. So when you hub the die twice, those raised devices on the die
disappear.
They squish it.
Yeah.
They squish it, and it's very similar to how we describe machine doubling on normal devices. How it takes away from the size of the device.
Okay. I've learned something new tonight. Thank you.
We have a good video from that shows Ken Peavy talking about this on our channel with Play-Doh. And it makes a lot of sense when you see him do that stuff.
Oh, don't worry, Lady Spitfire. Trust me, I'm not a big fan of Shield Sense myself.
I am not a fan of Shield Sense either, but I am a fan of any variety or error. So if it's on a Shield Sense, I'll take it.
Or Jefferson Nickel.
Or a Jefferson Nickel. I will take it. Yep.
Yeah.
I will. Eric Byer sent me some 2023s, I think they are, 2022s, nickel double dies, and they're nice. I like them. Okay, Amanda, you got a nice short one.
I found a nice die clash from Brian C.
Well, that's got a lot of explanation there.
Short and sweet, man, to the point.
Yep.
Ooh.
Where am I
I
seeing
know what that is. Yes, I do.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, it's the Edith Kanaka'ole. It's Edith.
It's her name.
It's her name. Right, but here I have a couple beautiful examples right here. The Dirty Water sent me. I love this.
Find one of those.
Whoops, I do love it. And I'll remind you guys that on the Dr. Polly Murray, there's a similar clash to this. It's not by the ear; it's in front of the eyeball. So keep an eye on that. It comes from the 5 in 25 cents.
Right.
And if you guys find a more extreme example than the one we showed the last time, send it to us and let us see it. Okay, 2019 Lincoln Shield Set DDO001 from KJ. Hi all, found this 2019 penny coin roll hunting last week, and I believe it's a DDO001. I'd appreciate your input. Really enjoy learning from the coin Q&A. You all explain things very well. Thanks for your time and all you do. Thanks, KJ.
Thanks, KJ.
Happy to have you.
Always.
Yeah, this is a nice one too. Nice extra thickness.
Yeah, you can see it in that B and that R.
Not as much on the motto, but
There you
there's
go.
your money shot. That's your money shot.
That's the money shot.
Up one box, and I found a total of 116. Wow, Coin Hunter, that's crazy. Comic Hunter. I always call him Coin Hunter. Comic Hunter. I'll learn to read one of these days. Hey, KJ. Thanks for sending that email. Appreciate that.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful coin.
Said this is the one that they find the most, more than any other DDO. It's the 8th one of them. That's crazy. All different ones. Well, you're in the location where apparently they dropped.
It is a beautiful one.
Yeah.
Remember when these first came out, how everybody thought the 9 was doubled on all of these? Because it's so big. Because
it's thick anyway.
Yeah, because it's thick anyway. And then when this came out, everybody's like, now that's a fat 9.
Well, I like the top of the 2.
I like the 0, the cat's eye and the 0.
Well, yeah, I like the 1. Sorry.
You can actually see the... Well, sure. Great. Somebody's got to take the 1. I get it.
I know, right? Well, look at the notching, right?
Yeah, the notching. I like the notching in the 2.
I mean,
actually, even in the 0, in the
3,
yeah, you can actually see it down there at about 7 o'clock.
I like all the numbers. That's right, Matthew.
I know. I don't have one of these yet. I don't think. I don't think I have one of these yet. But Matthew says I like all the numbers.
Joey likes the 5.
On the cheek.
Yeah, well, or in the date or wherever you might find one. I don't know. Binary $1 bill from Jesse. I was watching your YouTube channel and I was wondering if you might be able to tell me if the bill I have is actually worth anything. I would really appreciate it. Thanks in advance.
This is yours, Shannon. All yours. Hey, can somebody take the slides for a minute? If I'm not back, I'm going to go grab some ice water.
Yes.
Well,
it's definitely a binary, and a binary serial number is considered any serial number that only consists of 2 numbers, any 2 numbers. But this one is what they call a true binary because it's 0s and 1s, which would be like computer code, binary computer code. So very cool. Very cool.
That brings back memories from when I went to school for computer programming. And that was way back in the 80s.
Right?
Yeah, when a binary was still a big deal. Yeah.
And the answer to that one is yes, it is worth more than face value. I can't tell you how much, but it's a good one. People really like to find binaries and true binaries especially.
Yeah, there's people that collect just specific binaries. I mean, I see them all the time on something like that. And they can, some of them, depending on what the numbers are, I've seen some of them go for some pretty good money.
Yeah, and the condition will matter a little bit, but it looks like, I mean, this one's in decent shape. It has definitely been circulated, but it doesn't look like there's any tears. That bottom corner there on the right's a little worn.
It's centered nice. I mean, it's got a nice center to it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's not bad.
That's a nice dollar bill there.
Definitely a great find. Needs to get in touch with Sam. Yep, definitely.
Cud of unknown date. Oh, this ought to be good.
I can
take this one? Oh, good.
Yep.
Okay.
It's back down.
Cud of unknown date from Keith S. Hello, panel. I thought I would share pics of the cud I found. I appreciate all that you do to help educate us. Note to Blue Ridge Silverhound. Sorry, I could probably see this rather than do this. This one found a new home in just a couple of hours, as you say on your channel. Cuds are king. Thank you. All right. Well, let's see. Oh, there you go.
Gravy.
Beauty.
That's a behemoth.
What?
Behemoth.
I can tell you what date this is.
Oh, you can?
I can tell you what I can get you within a few years. This is a mid 1960s coin, based on the Lincoln on it. This is a mid 1960s coin. Yeah.
What's interesting to me is, so this is listed. And I want to see something. Yeah, this does have, I can't tell on this. It looks like, that looks like a die gouge on the listing. But on this example, it looks like, but it's not a clash. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at.
You're looking at the one in between the pillars?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a mid to maybe late 1960s, but.
So see that? I'm pretty sure that's either a die dent or a die gouge there running through the pillars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and this is listed on Cuds on Coins under the no date.
19XX.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Fred Weinberg. Who would have known?
Right.
Very cool.
Very cool. This
That
is
is
a
awesome.
nice, beautiful coin too. Nice chocolate brown. And you can see where so it's one of the diagnostics for a cud, genuine cud. On large ones like this, you get the absence of the design on the opposing side where the die break is, because that metal, that die break, it took all that extra metal to fill in that break. And so there wasn't enough metal to strike up the design on the reverse. So that's
Just got pushed to the front of the coin.
It's got pushed to the front of the coin. Yeah, probably down the shank a little bit too.
Probably.
Okay, Adam. Hello.
All right. What a great find. Original ATOG coins. Hello, coin specialist. I have a fun penny I found recently to share with you. I got this 1960D cent from a penny roll I picked up at my local coin shop. My coin store, like most, doesn't look for varieties. Thankfully, I got this from those coins. It's an FS 101 or FS 501. Large date over small date, RPM. Is this a bucket list find? I think so. The surface color and condition makes it hard to see the RPM, especially with the scope. Anyhow, thank you for all your awesome streams and information.
I want to point out also that last submission, that cud, Michael Kittle and Albert, you're welcome. They'll know what I'm talking about.
Alfred.
Did I say Albert? Alfred.
Yeah, but he's been called that before, so it's
I meant Alfred. Alfred.
Yeah, because those guys have to like swig every time we say cut or something.
Every single time. That's right.
Tea. They're drinking tea.
Well, look at that. Bethel Ann made it to the show. First time. All right. She made it to a live show. Good for her.
Hey.
Oh, great.
Welcome, Bethel Ann.
Thanks for coming. ATOG, did you get my reply to your email? If not, check it.
This email?
No.
There it is.
Beautiful. No.
Nice. This is a great find.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
definitely.
Yeah,
The one that always-
I'm not crazy about the color of this coin.
No, but the one that always gets me on this is the last number, the 0, and how you can actually see the large and the small 0 on top of one another so perfectly well.
It's
Yeah.
the 6 that gets me, is that little.
The
Yeah.
6 is just weird
Yeah.
looking. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, there's die chips on some of the large dates that are inside the 6 like that fool people.
Yep.
And the 9, if you look at it, the 9 almost looks
Looks like
machine built.
doubling. Mhm.
Mhm.
So the thing I've always used to identify this one with has always been that last 0. That is unmistakable. No doubt about it.
No, Joey, the mint mark is not doubled because,
Well,
The
it
mint mark would-
is.
well, yeah, but it would have been put on the die after the die was created.
But
It was repunched.
right, because it's
Very.
a large date over small date. And so typically you can't see it, but it's north, and it's. Let me see if I can
Very
find
north.
You know why they repunched the mint mark on this one? It's the guy that was going at it with the first mint mark. He was blinded by the fact that there were two, dates on this. He just punched it in the wrong place.
You know what that, Blaine, when you're talking about that zero,
Yep.
it's always reminded me of a donut, like a donut with,
Yeah,
the icing on top.
Yep.
Is Variety Vista down? Let's see if Wexler's has it. Wexler has it.
Variety Vista's down.
That's very cool.
I can't open it. So let's see. Let me pull this up real quick so you guys can see the mint mark. 60D.
Right, Richard?
There it is.
Said the 6 kind of reminds him of the 2009 Lincoln Extra Finger. Lincoln on the log.
So see the mint mark there?
Can you zoom in a little more?
There.
There you go. Yep, that extra line.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I love that. That is so cool.
Subscribe to membership in ANA, but I missed the special. Oh, darn it, Bethlehem.
Now, wait a minute. Now, look at this one here.
Mm-hmm.
So look at the one you have on the screen. That 6 doesn't look the same as the other one in terms of the little inner die gouge, or I guess the...
Yeah, it's just a different stage.
Okay.
That's all.
Interesting.
It's just a different stage. So...
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, you can barely, you can kind of see it if you use your imagination.
It's very hard to see.
It's
You said it
there,
was vivid, isn't
but I don't think this coloring on this coin is natural.
I would agree with you on that. It's been cleaned. It's probably been wiped with what I see. I see
alcohol or something.
Yeah, it's been wiped with like a jeweler's cloth or something.
Yeah. But it's cool anyway. Keep it raw. Keep it raw. That would be my suggestion. Whose turn is it? Amanda's.
Off-center struck Lincoln cent from Southern Coin Hunter. Hello, panel and visitors. I had to reflip this Lincoln cent that I came across while working at McDonald's in 1984. It actually came out of a brand new roll. I figured it was struck off-center by about 75%. Just wanted to share with you and the audience. Thank you.
Now I want to point out to you guys something. So this email says it was found in an original roll. It's going to be very hard for this coin to fit into a roll.
Right.
True.
It's going to be sticking way out if it is. It definitely did not go through any type of rolling machine or counting machine. These are the types of errors you find typically in bags. So
Right.
I would suspect that if this was in a roll, it was hand wrapped.
Yes. And the reason why is, if you guys don't know this, I'll give you a little bit of roll information here. In the mid 1980s, one of the biggest primary rolling machines that was out there were the ones that were being used by all of the Brinks and the armored services and stuff like that. And they are the Batdorf wrapped rolling machines, and they wrap rolls exceptionally tight. And you are 100% correct that this would not have been found in one of those type of wrappers, because there is no way it would fit in that. So it had to have come out of a personal wrapped roll of some sort.
Yeah.
What would happen if this got into like whatever machine that was made that was wrapping?
It
It would just destroy the coin and smush it.
Yeah, if you saw the inside of the handling machine, it goes through obviously a little counter that's got a little rubber wheel that literally counts each individual coin, and then it goes down around a tube and through they basically line up the coins as they go in, and as they go in, then they drop down into a holder, a pin that holds them on each end, and there's a wrapper that goes around it, and then a crimper that comes in and spins the
Mhm.
ends. So
Cool.
yeah,
And I have seen slightly off-center coins in bank wrapped rolls, and they always break. They don't always stick way out. And I'm talking about like minor off-center, maybe like a 5% or a 10% off-center. But they don't always break the wrapper, but they always poke out. You can.
yeah.
They said it was sticking out of the wrapper.
So this is a really nice coin, and I don't know. I mean, this is
There's no way, Southern Coin Hunter. There's no way this coin was machine wrapped.
yeah.
It couldn't have been. It couldn't have been machine wrapped.
It was sticking out of the wrapper.
Yep.
Well, it's possible, but the one thing I will say about this is this coin is going to grade very high, and like I learned from you earlier this month, Paula,
The dates on it. So
when they have errors like this, they grade the unaffected portions of the coin. And what I'm seeing on this particular 84, which is something you don't usually see on an 84 coin, is a really clear bow tie and a very, very well-defined jacket. So, and that's a nice coin. That would grade very high.
I would not grade this coin, and I'll tell you why. Because it has a lot of zinc exposure, and even in the slab, that coin is going to continue to deteriorate.
Oh, I agree.
It would protect it better, but it's not going to protect it any better than a slab that you can buy from like Wizard Coin Supply. And this probably, I would say that this, you probably would get like $25 for this.
Yeah.
Maybe 50 if you find the right buyer.
Yeah. I'd buy it for $50.
But if you have that graded, there goes all your profit.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't disagree with you on that. I'm just saying that it would grade a decent, 66, 67, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's what I see it grading. And for a 1984, that's a pretty high number for a coin like this.
Nice coin.
Yeah, it is. It's a very nice coin. It's an extremely nice coin. What I like the most about it is, if you look real close, is the upturned rim around the outside edge is actually a little raised, which is really cool.
The
like
what?
The upturned rim right around, all the way down around the U, around the bottom. It's actually got a little tiny ridge on it, and they did that on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they did that on the zinc coated or the copper coated zinc sense. They actually turned that rim up a little higher, didn't they?
I don't think so.
No?
I mean, they just put it through the normal upsetting mill.
That one actually looks like it has an actual ridge to it, which I'm not used to seeing on stuff like that. Interesting. Okay.
Lady Spitfire, that's my bird. And we don't talk about that because then he'll start talking to Blaine's birds. And
yeah, my birds are in the dark at the moment. And that's why they're not saying anything. Otherwise, he'd be yapping peekaboo and everything else.
Very cool coin.
Fine Southern Coin Hunter. Private company.
And good eye spotting that and pulling it out of circulation for sure. Is it mine?
No. Yes, it's yours.
72 Lincoln Memorial Cent FS 102 Phoebus Stampton 102 from Claude W. Hello, I found the following cent that appears to be the 1972 FS 102 DDO. Hopefully, I am not 100% certain. I was wondering if I could receive input. Thanks.
Birds aren't real.
Birds aren't real. Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's nice.
There you go.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's nice. Beautiful. Beautiful example. Hopefully you guys can tell the difference between this and machine doubling. You'll notice that the extra around the devices is about the same height as the normal. device. So it actually adds to it. Doesn't take anything away. You can still see the original device shape and size. Yeah,
I'll tell you what it does take away from all the space that's in between the sides of the letters, like the O, D, and even the I don't know what you call that, placing ins. You know, it's all filled
up. The inside
up.
of the O, the inside of the D. Yeah, you're right.
Still red too, yeah. It's a pretty one. Look at that R.
Wow, it's crazy. It's beautiful.
One of those.
It's a beaut, Clark.
It's a beaut. Great find.
Yeah, really nice. Congratulations. 72 has some great varieties. But beware. 72s from all three mints, PD and S, has tons of master die doubling, and it'll fool you. So just be aware of that. Yeah, you can, if you look at enough, you'll find several examples of master die doubling on the 72s. One of the most prevalent dates for that.
Cool. Still, that's a great find.
It is a great find. It's a beautiful find.
So this one, I'm glad that I'm doing it because I kind of was answering Edward on this.
Hello, Birdie.
Hi. And this is yeah, mine kind of looks like that, but I'm not getting it out. I like the little red beak. Anyway, sorry. $1 millionaire note. This is a follow-up from we had shown this previously on our show. I think it was a month and a half, 2 months ago. But Edward writes back that the note has returned from PMG grading service. I wish I had waited for our response before sending it to be graded. They would not attribute the bill as a flipper. This is from PMG. What they said, you requested a rotated serial number designation. However, the serial number of the note is 96 million. The serial number would not be considered a rotator or flipper due to the zeros in the serial number, which is kind of odd to me. You know, have you ever heard that, Adam? Because I thought I'd try and see if Sam knew anything about that. But
well, we must have told him.
Well, I told him that it was a rotator, you know, because 6s and 9s and zeros, when you flip them, you know, they look the same both ways. But I've never heard that it has to be able to be read front to back the same way. So like if this was going to be a flipper, it would have to be 96 million, blah, 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 69, I would assume.
Yeah.
So almost like it would have to be the palindrome, you know.
Well, it would have to be 96000096.
Right. No, 69.
Or
right. Because when you flip it over, then it would say 960069.
There's no doubt that's a flip.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't designate, but anyway.
No, because it has to read the same upside down and front to back, right?
Not front to back. I've never heard that it has to be front to back. It just has to be the numbers have to be.
It must be the same.
They have to look the same.
Upside down. Yeah, so it has to read the same, right side up and upside down. This wouldn't. This would read. Even Sam said it was a rotator or flipper. Yeah, but I see what they're saying though. This would read differently because it would read 0000096 096 as opposed to 96000000. Yeah, and I think that's what they're saying.
that's quality analysis. I like that. But are you reading that off of one of the websites?
No, I'm reading from what they're saying.
Oh, yeah. So
No,
yeah,
that's exactly what they're saying.
I don't think it says it. Yeah, Joey, you're correct. The biggest thing about it is it's a millionaire note. It's huge, which is what she said as well. For this serial number to be a rotator, it must read the same right side up, upside down, which this serial number does not. So forward again. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
You requested a designation of insufficient ink error for one of the digits in the serial number, but it was determined by the grader the first time the note was sent in on submission, whatever number, that we would not consider this an inking error. This would be an error due to the ink being present on the note within what is considered normal parameters, which I think was pretty accurate. I was hoping the bill would have graded in the AU range. I was not prepared to see the grade of 45. According to the PMG website, a grade of 45 is a note with 2 or 3 heavy folds, one of which may be horizontal.
This
Now,
is why I don't do currency.
Having said that, it is the serial number on the bill that is important, not the grade, which is correct. I asked about the grade, but have not received a response to that question yet. Here are some pictures of the bill in the graded holder. And you will notice that I don't know if you have heavy folds, can you have exceptional paper quality, or is that just the actual paper quality itself, I guess? But it did get 45 EPQ.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome. It's an awesome serial number. See that? Yeah, it says on the back there.
I know Sam said that, but how often does Sam send in bills to be graded? That's my question.
You know what's funny? He just said that he's sending like over 1,000 in.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he's sending like 1,000 bills in to be graded.
Is that unusual for him, or does he do that often?
I don't think that's usual for him. I don't think he grades that many.
Does he ask for like a designation for, or does he just send them for grading? Does he ask for?
I don't think he asks for designation unless it's like.
So perhaps he's not familiar with what PMG considers a rotator or a flipper.
Well,
maybe
and
that's what he considers, because Sam has a lot. Like Sam has, things are different now than they used to be with the currency. They used to they had like 10 designations and that was it, or whatever. I don't know what the number, and now it's expanded a lot. But I'm not sure that the PMG has kept up with what the collectors believe to be fancy. I don't know.
Right.
Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely,
You know?
because what the collectors feel is fancy
Right.
has changed. Yes.
Yeah. So
Let's see. I was just going to see what it said here.
Oh, that's Northern Missouri. Oh, that's like nasty.
It doesn't designate flipper notes on my currency collection. I could look at the other websites, but I've just never heard that it has to read front to back as well. It just has to be.
why did this note grade so low? Well, I don't know, so I'm not even going to weigh in.
I mean, if it's hard to tell from the pictures if there was any folding involved, and if they can see creases that we can't see just from looking at it, that would affect the grade of the note. Mm-hmm. It's also maybe a little off center to the north on the front of the note here, which that border I think Blaine mentioned before is one of the things they grade on. It's just like sports cards, the centering on the card is important to the total grade.
Yep.
So it's the same way with bills.
That makes sense.
So, it could take off. See how the bottom border looks
off, yeah.
thicker. So it was just a little bit off. Yeah. So that could take it. I don't know how much that's going to affect it. Is that a full grade? Is that a half a grade? I don't know.
Well, even the
well,
left.
that shouldn't affect the uncirculated note. If it's an uncirculated note, it's still going to get uncirculated.
Well, what's that like weird inking like under the one there, like under the N and one? That weird. squiggly. Is that normal?
I think that might be fibers of the paper.
Okay.
Could be, yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Sweet note. Sorry he didn't get a better grade, but again, it's the number. Sweet. Back to you, Blaine.
Oh,
This one mentions you too.
it does. Lovely. Check your junk silver from Stephen S. Hello, great folks of Live Coin Q&A. Sean always preaches to search our junk silver, so I traded $10.50 for $10 in dimes. I found this Cherry Picker's Guide variety FS 503 Trumpet Tail. That's an interesting one. Just wanted to share today. He's fine. Thanks for everything you do for everyone on this forum. Also, I really enjoy Blaine's expertise. He fits right in, and I got plenty of laughs from you all. Great show. There you go. Good.
Whoops. Bye, Adam.
Uh-oh. Adam's gone. 47S over S. Trumpet tail. Let's see this trumpet tail. Hey, look at that.
In there. Takes a good eye to spot that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding.
Mhm.
I mean, the dime's pretty worn, but you can still see it.
It is. It's there. Wow.
Oops, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. I can't get in any closer, but
It is.
your junk silver for sure.
It is
Look at
warm.
that.
It's there, yeah. Look at that.
Ooh.
You don't have any of those,
It's
do
your
you?
turn. It's your turn, Adam.
Yeah, as long as you don't.
He tried to ditch out. He tried to duck out on that.
It did put me back at the bottom of the list, didn't it? 2021 DDO set from Tiki. Hi, guys. I found a 2021 penny coin roll hunting. It looks like a DDO, but I can't find a listing from any websites. So what do you guys think? Thank you.
I think you found a cent. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a DDO.
It's a DDO.
Definitely.
That's normal.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
Now, is that part of doubling inside that the zero there? Or
Yes.
is that kind of a,
Yes,
Okay.
there's doubling in size, so you see that cat's eye look, right?
Well, I
And
think
then
he's
look at
talking
the
about
notch.
at the bottom. You see that
or is
little.
that a zinc bubble that I'm looking at inside the
No,
zero there?
I think
No,
that's,
I think that's some metal push actually on the
Yeah.
inside.
and
Okay.
see that one, the notch at the bottom of the one there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
Wow.
that's a little die crack there. Probably a marker. Another marker. Is that a little clash? What is that?
No, that's not a clash.
What is that? Let me look at. I want to look at something. $0.01 overlays. On the T. No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's a die crack. It looks like.
Die crack.
Correct.
Crack. I say crack.
You're full of it tonight, Paula.
I know, I am. I'm always full of it. Get used to it.
So
You and the die crack and
Crack,
the whole money shot, and I mean, I've caught a bunch of your one line.
I know.
So real quick, Minix 2 asked, what was the trumpet? Didn't see it. So on that particular,
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say on that particular mint mark, like it looks like part of the bottom of the S was abraded maybe a little bit, and it makes it very thin. And then there's a big like bulb at the end. I think that's what they consider the trumpet tail, correct?
Trumpet tail is a mint mark style.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Mid 40s.
But it's like a real bally, right? Like a bulb. Am I wrong with that?
It's flat, or it's kind of, so it looks like a trumpet, like the end of a trumpet. It goes
Right.
out and then kind of looks like flattens out a little bit and then kind of looks like flattens out a little bit. It looks like a trumpet. Variety Vista's down, or I would pull it up.
Right.
Wexler doesn't have mint mark styles. Let me see if I can.
Here, I've got one for you right here. I'll put it in the private chat for you. I just pulled it up.
Yes, it was an RPM Minix,
Yes.
which that was the most important part. It was the trumpet tail. It wasn't the variety on the coin. Indigon says trumpet tail was used in multi-denominational.
Yes, it was.
It was correct.
Mhm. Most of the mint mark styles were used on all the denominations.
It doesn't want to.
Can't do it. It's okay.
No.
When Variety Vista comes back up, you guys, if you click on the left, just click on any date, go to Lincoln Cents, Memorial Cents, and then on the left-hand side, you'll see where it says Mint Mark Styles. Click on that, and then click on San Francisco, and you can scroll down. It'll show you what trumpet tail Mint Mark Styles look like.
Yeah, it won't let me.
I think is it your turn, Amanda? It's your turn.
Mobile's working on Variety Vista.
I know. It's not. Yeah. Who is?
Mobile's working.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
Maybe it's just my thing then. I can't get it to come up.
1982 Lincoln sent FS101 from Diggin' Dave. Hi guys, hope all is well. I've been searching for this DDO for a while and finally found one.
I got it.
1982 FS101 DDO.
I know he did.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. He was so happy. I always get to see these before you guys because he sends them to me first in Messenger. Because he's so excited. I'm like, Dave, can you send it to the email? This is sexy.
These are awesome.
He did a video. He did a video too if you guys want to see it. Yeah, Variety Vista's up. So
There it is, yeah.
Let me pull this up real quick and show you guys. Let me share my screen before I forget. We'll get back to this, Dave.
Is it normal for roll from 72 and 73 to have one end loosen up over time?
So there's trumpet tail. So see how it's yeah, this is not a great picture. But that's the trumpet tail right there. And it looks like a trumpet. I mean, I guess what Shannon said, that like the ball looking thing on the end. But it looks like a trumpet. 46 to 52. And this says, so see this one down here? This Mint Mark Style 005. That is also a trumpet tail. So that's what I'm used to seeing.
Me too. I'm used to seeing it looking more like the end of a trumpet.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Back to this.
Cool.
Back to Dave. This is a scarce variety.
Dirty Water mentioned that he sent in one of these a few weeks ago too.
I think you did. Didn't we show it? I think we showed it.
These are awesome.
Yes, Rusty Bites coins, I do agree. You can see it better on the Lincoln Cents. That's what I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, so most of this doubling is going to be in God We Trust. And it's, I mean, so the 82 large date is fat and clumsy looking anyway. But when you have the double die, it's really fat, especially that G. Like that's obnoxiously fat. So you should be able to spot this even on a heavily circulated example.
Such as this one is.
Such as this one. But this one I wouldn't. I'm talking about one that's like really worn down around the bottom. Yeah. Great.
So real quick, Blaine, did you see Steven's message?
Which one? Oh,
Yes.
about the rolls?
Yes.
Yeah, I read it. He wants to know about the ends being a little loose. And answer to the question is, from about 1955 through the early 70s, there were some coin rolling machines that were just sloppy as all get out. And if they weren't wrapped in Batdorf wrappers, the rolling machines, for whatever the reason, and the paper wrappers just tended to loosen up one side and down the other. From what I can gather and from what I've been able to look at on all of my wrapped rolls that I've gone through, it actually has more to do with the paper than it does with the actual wrapping machine itself. Remember, a lot of rolls in the early 60s and mid 60s and even up into the 70s were pre-crimped one-end rolls, which means that's why one end doesn't usually come unwrapped. But the paper that they were using, everybody knows that there's different types of paper that will fold better than others. And so some papers do actually just unfold themselves even after being crimped like that. So answer to the question for Stephen is yes, they're notorious for being loose on one end.
Cool.
There, you got some knowledge of all of my loose wrappers.
Your turn, Shannon.
Is this one mine?
Yep.
Mankiller Quarter from Ashley Coatney, who I believe was in the chat a little earlier. Sent it to be graded. Got it as a tip here in Florida. So sorry you have to live in Florida, but
oh, look at that.
Nice.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
Holy cow.
Nice condition, too.
Right?
Wow.
Could you imagine getting handed that? Left on the
I
table?
hope they don't ding this for that
what?
for that little mark above in from the coin roll.
Oh, yeah. They
There's
probably
the-
will. They'll
Mhm.
call it coin rolling damage. Yeah.
They will if they see it. They will call it that.
Did you go back to the gas station and ask for more quarters? I would have.
No, she said she got it as a tip.
Tip.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Nice tip.
That's a nice tip.
Now my question is, did they like, was it just change in a tip that they gave you, or did they say, here's this expensive error?
They
like,
probably instantly got excited.
Yeah.
Wow. Let me see the front of that again, please.
Yeah, that coin rolling damage on the left side there.
They will get it
Nope.
every time.
Said
Every
just gave me change.
Nice.
That's why you go through your change.
That's
Right?
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 Not that bad here in Florida.
I guess
I
maybe
know.
that's because you go back and ask the server where she got that from.
Right.
Oh, that's
I
crazy.
think she get that from.
Are these still getting like outrageous prices?
Yeah, $300 to $400.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that those like crown die chips and stuff, they went down, and I don't know how those Lincoln Cent ones
They're
are
still
doing.
doing okay. They're still holding their own.
Are
The late die states are still selling for like anywhere from $200 to $400.
Okay, so that you're exactly right, Indigon. That I'm not 100% sold on that being coin roll damage because I'm not seeing it up on that retained.
You don't have to see it all over. It's not uncommon to have just a nick like that.
I understand that, but being that other part is raised the way that it is, that would be much more prevalent up there. In looking at all of the coin rolls that I've seen, if you've got a raised part to your coin and you've got a coin wrapper, that
It's not raised any higher than the rim. It looks like it in the photo, but it's not. Those are not raised real. It looks like they're raised really high, but they're not. It's not any higher than the rat.
Not like a big cud because it's retained.
I mean, I hope that they don't see it, but coin counters leave those marks all the time.
She's got about $400 worth of change she still hasn't went through. Well, why not?
I'd be going through it the next day if I found
I
that.
know. I would have been like through everything I had in my pocket and everything. It's crazy. Like this.
Yeah, you can see it even better in this picture. I hope that they don't mark you down for that. But
So both sides are raised about 1/4 of an inch.
they're not 1/4 of an inch.
I mean, that's kind of big, but yeah.
That's high. 1/4 of an inch is high. It's not. I mean, I've seen these in hand.
Hey, Fun Mom.
It looks higher than it is.
Awesome find.
1/4 of an inch is pretty high.
I mean, yeah, because in inches.
Yeah, 1/4 of an inch is pretty high.
But in relationship, it's probably like that kind of a percentage, 25% maybe of the coin. Still might be high. Don't know.
Yeah.
I did get the penny
Well,
check.
it can't be that high. You have to understand there's only so much metal on that planchet. So it can't be raised that high. No, I know, but I know they're both raised. I know they are both raised. But they can't be raised that high because there is only a certain amount of metal to become raised. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's sweet.
Yeah,
So
great.
that is
This
sweet.
a tornado.
I'm jealous.
So far that is still the error of the women's quarter series.
Yeah.
By far.
By far.
Yeah, that is the one.
Second in line is probably that Wilma Mankiller clash.
Yeah. The Edith Kanaka'ole.
Or Edith Kanaka'ole. Yeah. No, yeah. Edith Kanaka'ole. Sorry.
Yeah, that thing is nice. And thanks to Dirty Water Coins, I have 2 examples.
It's a tornado watch here.
He's found several.
Yeah, if you guys are in Oklahoma
or Kansas
or anywhere in the tornado's path,
right.
Be safe. Yeah, be safe.
Yeah, they extended the tornado watch.
Exactly, Southern Coin Hunter.
All the way up into Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah.
If it was raised that high off the coin, none of the rest of the coin would be struck up.
Wow. So 4:00 in the morning. That's gonna be fun.
That doesn't sound like.
Oh, nice, Indigon. Yeah, that was such a great surprise to get those. They're sitting right here. I have them right here. But
Adam, you're in Missouri, right?
Yeah. Did I freeze again? Man, this thing is annoying me.
No, you're not frozen. You're not even on camera, so
I'm
nobody
froze
would know.
on my end.
Oh,
I can't.
Well, no, you're
hold on. Now it's unfreezing. Okay.
well, we can hear you.
Wow, that's a line of storms.
So,
man.
do you guys have any questions? Any of you in chat have any questions about anything that we looked at tonight, or general coin questions? If you have a question about a specific coin, we need to see pictures, but general coin questions we'd be happy to answer.
Yeah, there's a huge Bow Echo headed for us right now. It's in Topeka. That's going to be.
I can't help you with that one. You're on the wrong channel.
When a mommy and a daddy love each other very much.
If you want to tune into Ida Herring's channel in the morning, you can ask me there, and I'll be happy. I'll go into detail.
Oh my God.
She lets me. I responded to your email. I have to take. Okay, perfect. Because ATOG right now, I have a pile in front of me, and I have flips and bags that say dot no dot, and ear, and then normal. I'm going through some 2024 Dr. Polly Murray quarter.
That's getting ready to hit us. Right
I can't
there.
see anything. I just see black.
Yeah.
Why do you see black?
I don't know.
My cameras work. Can anybody else see me, or is it black on your
No,
guys'?
it's all black.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm seeing black.
So Ashley's asking, what about the 1963 mint set errors on the nickel? Are you asking if there are any particular varieties? Because basically any year, any coin could have an error, but there are different kinds of errors.
What exactly?
Yeah, varieties are going to be different. They're going to be like repunch min marks or double dies or things like that.
Should we let him back in?
Now.
Now I can see you.
Now we can see you.
Go back to black, Adam. Go back to black.
Thank goodness you're living in the basement.
Yeah, go back to black.
I was going to show you this.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
that. I'm the blue dot. That's what's coming for me.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's actually yeah. That's a lot of rain.
Will they ever recognize the die chip in Liberty on the Jefferson nickel as an EIR error similar to the BI? If you want to, so it's not that nobody really recognizes that the BIEs per se. Jean Cohen cataloged those in her book, but she stopped at 59, I want to say 1959. Maybe it might have been like 60, but I think 1959 might have been the last date that she did it. But she cataloged those, and then when she passed away, it just nobody ever continued her work. But that's all they are, is just die chips. And so you can find die chips anywhere on a coin. It's really, really hard to catalog them, and especially on the more modern coins, because if you look at Roosevelt dimes, especially the modern Roosevelt dimes, they are loaded with die chips.
Frederick's asking, how common is DDO in old silver proof sets? So, I don't, depending on how old you're talking about.
64s, there's lots of them in 1964 on the Kennedys. Yeah.
Well, if you're talking proof sets, are there a lot in the proof sets as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 60s, 68, 68S.
60 on the dime, 1960 Roosevelt dime. That's
63.
Mm-hmm.
63 Roosevelt. That's got a nice DDR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. Any thoughts on the 2024 Gold Eagles? Are they worth it? Does anyone plan on getting one? Asks Coach's Magic.
I do not.
I probably couldn't afford one.
BIE. Well, it's a thing. So I'm not saying that the BIEs isn't a thing. And Cuts on Coins does list them. It's a die chip, though. And it can happen between the rim and the Y. Anywhere in Liberty, it can happen. There's there's ILIs, there's LIIs or LIBs. There's all different ones.
And there's EIRs for
Liberty. They're anywhere in Liberty from the rim to the Y.
The
are
one
cataloged.
The one date I've never seen a buy error on, and it's funny, but I've never seen one on a 43.
I don't know. And there's modern ones too, but they are less frequent.
I've seen one on a 43. It looks like a little leaf on top of it.
Huh. Maybe I just don't pay enough attention to them.
Yeah, let's see. Cuts on coins. Let's go to. But they wouldn't call the nickel ones BIEs because that's something that Dean Cohen cataloged, and it's restricted to Lincoln cents. So on the Jefferson nickels, they have the bar errors though. So anywhere in Liberty, I think it may be in God We Trust. I'm not sure where all the bar errors are on the Jefferson nickels, but they are
Mostly in Liberty.
above the words, between the words and the rim, the letters in the rim. Let's see, BIEs.
Yeah, they still happen today.
Yep. So there's one IIB on a 43.
And EIEIO.
Yeah, EIEIO.
Nice, Tom.
And there's the one on 43 that Adam's talking about that it looks like a little leaf above the E.
Well, I'll have to pay attention. I've got all these 43 cents.
I mean, they're just die chips, but they're something that
Collectible.
Yeah, they're collectible, and they have a progression sometimes. So yeah.
You think it became more collectible because it's kind of a frequent thing that happens?
I do, and I think because it was cataloged.
Yeah.
I think that sparked more interest.
Mm-hmm.
One person catalogs it. Somebody says, "Ooh, hey, this is cool."
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe the answer is for the nickels. Maybe if you want to start cataloging those EIR errors, who knows in the future, right?
So there are a ton of the bar errors in 1960. Let me share my screen, and I'll show you what I'm talking about on the nickels.
Amanda, tag that one, or Shannon, maybe tag that one. Reap what you sow comment.
So I don't know if this is what you're referring to. I don't know if that's what you're referring to as far as like the BIE or whatever on the nickels. But see above the B and the E, there are those die chips. Those are the bar errors. And I think, is it Brian that started doing these? Listing these? I can't remember who started listing them.
Maybe.
And then let's see. So the 45S, lots on the war nickels, the little die chips. So yeah, I mean.
So here's the question I got down here. It says, Blaine, have you seen the die dent on the reverse of the 1943? If you're referring to the one that's at the very bottom at about the 5 o'clock position on the back of the 1943 Philadelphia mint, answer to the question is yes. I've seen it. I've seen numerous ones of it. And I have a whole progression of it. It's a very interesting die dent. And I have never been able to figure out exactly what it is yet. So maybe that's one. Yeah, well, yeah, but it doesn't look like what you would think. Actually, these new 1943s that I just opened a couple of rolls of live on my YouTube channel have a couple of 43s that have a similar anomaly, if you want to call it that, to the obverse right by the date.
I saw that, I believe.
Yeah, and I have numerous ones in the roll that have that same thing, and I don't know if it's a dent or what it is.
Sometimes they look gouges and dents, and
right, but
they look so similar sometimes.
Here's the interesting thing: it's carried over to the exact same location on the reverse.
So that would have to be two different. It has to be two different events. Can't be the same event.
I don't disagree with you, but
Yeah.
I don't know what caused it, or if there was something that got in between
The two dyes. That's the only way that can.
the two dyes in
Yeah.
the same spot
Mhm.
that caused that to show up on both sides. But it is on both sides of the coin. So hopefully, reap what you sow. I don't know if that is what you're talking about, if that exact one, but that I have seen it, and it is a very interesting anomaly on there. So
And
hopefully
sometimes that's the only answer you will ever get. And
Yep.
you just have to be happy with just calling it an anomaly.
Yep.
Wexler calls them UFOs. Shay Hoffmaster calls them UXAs.
Yeah. I call them anomalies because it's just a cool word.
Or is it UXAs, I think. Unexplained anomalies, UXAs. I think that's what Shay refers to them as. And I like that, UXA, but
What are our thoughts on extreme woodies and how they're selling?
yeah. Anyway. So on improper alloy mix sense, I noticed that there's an ebb and flow. Like they're hot hot for a while, and then they cool down, and then they get hot again and cool down. And
You mean kind of like the silver trend?
I do.
It goes up and then it goes
It's
down.
very much like that for a lot of things. A lot of things have, they have periods of popularity, and I don't know what sparks it. I know for a long time, just a few months ago, they were really, really, really smoking hot, and they've kind of cooled down. So,
Paul, I'm going to send you a real extreme woody that I just got in the mail today to your messenger real quick.
Okay. And the thing about those is they're very, so it's all about eye appeal. There's certain ones that I like. There's some of them that look like, if you've ever seen chocolate when it starts to get old, it has these white speckles to it. That's what those remind me of, and I don't find those appealing at all. It's all about eye appeal with those.
There you go. I just sent it. See if you can put that one up.
Yep. That's got that cross hatching.
Yep.
Let's see. Window, Chrome tab. There it is.
That is a really, I stumbled across that one. That is about as extreme as that gets.
Yeah, that's really pretty. Whoop. That's that.
That's not it.
No, that's not it. I know. That's ugly.
That's the ugly.
Look at the other side of it, Adam.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. We don't know.
I know. This was in a fire.
Oh yeah, burned up.
It's on a zinc planchet.
Why are there two strikes to the reverse there?
There's not. It's just stretched out because somebody played with it. It's not two strikes. See how America's like stretched out too? It's just the way it looks. You see Vice coins that have that sometimes too.
Show them the reverse of that woody.
That's what I'm doing.
There you go.
It's very pretty. It looks like some type of clothing, I want to say.
Tweed.
Can woodies be bronze color streaking? I don't know what that means. They are bronze, so I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, Penny and dime burned. Yep. That is a laminate coin. That is a damaged coin, Richard Sappington. That is not an error coin.
No.
That is a damaged coin that somebody burnt and farted around with and whatever. You can tell the zinc is like completely exposed and it's just trashed. But this is really pretty.
That's a cool coin.
Yeah.
And I mean, if anybody wants to know, I'm happy to tell you I purchased this coin off of eBay. I paid $65 for that coin.
You got a good deal.
So that one's actually going to Sean too.
Flip. Is it? That doesn't surprise me.
Well, I gave it to him. I gave it to him.
That was very sweet.
He's done some pretty big favors for me, so I owed him something, so I gave that one to him.
That was
I picked
I
up.
appreciate you, Big Flip.
I cherry picked Mike Noddle.
Did you?
Yeah.
Noodleman, Noodle.
Imagine
Yeah,
that.
Is he in the chat tonight? Have you seen
I
him?
haven't seen him
Haven't
in
seen
the
him
chat. I haven't seen him in the chat. Maybe he's recovering from the show. It was a really big shoe.
A really big shoe.
Really big shoe. Of course, we want images of that ant.
Thank you for joining the page, Stephen. I appreciate it.
Thanks
Sweet.
for coming,
All right,
everybody.
what else have we got?
I don't know. I have to get going, actually. I apologize,
Okay,
but I have
Brian, no worries. No
I have
worries.
It's time to end anyway. We've been on for an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's time to go.
I will talk to everybody. Thank you again very much for having me. I look forward to this. You guys need to do me a favor and start getting me involved in the emails and stuff. So
Yeah, I gotta wait for Shay. So as soon as Shay comes back, we'll get that all taken care of.
okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you, and thank you to everybody in the chat too. I greatly appreciate all of the really cool questions, and thank you for at least giving me a nice warm welcome into this, because it's nice. Adam, you be safe down there, please, because I'm watching the radar myself.
Pretty nasty.
Yeah, it's not looking pretty.
Don't be sad, Dan. We'll be back next week. It's okay. You'll be all right, buddy.
I'll see everybody later. You guys have a
Bye,
good evening.
Blaine.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I have nothing else. If you guys don't have anything,
Bethel Ann, sure. Send us an email.
yeah, please send us your emails. You guys be patient with us. We are still, running short staffed, and so be patient with us. We'll get to them as quick as possible. Join our Facebook group. We have great people in there helping us too. So, all right.
Thanks, Walter. Walter says, love the show, guys. I'm new, but watch often. Thanks for sharing. We appreciate it. Hey, Sunday.
Absolutely. Thanks. Hey, Sunday. Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
All right,
appreciate
guys.
it.
Well,
Good night, everybody.
have a great week, you guys, and hope you guys find some lots and lots of good stuff that you can share with us. So, we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.